Harold, the Oakdale gravedigger, was no stranger to the eerie quiet of the graveyard at night. He moved among the tombstones with the ease of someone who had spent countless hours there tending to the dead. Coffins in Oakdale were special, built with holes attached to 6 feet of copper tubing and a bell. This clever design was meant to allow air and sound for any poor soul buried by mistake, giving them a chance to signal for help. One night, as Harold was making his rounds, he heard the faint tinkle of a bell. He sighed, thinking it was probably the wind again or children playing pranks pretending to be spirits. But this time, something felt different. The bell rang persistently, almost desperately. Harold walked over to the grave where the sound was coming from, the dim moonlight casting long shadows over the inscriptions. He knelt down, pressing his ear to the copper tubing. "Hello?" he called out, his voice gruff from years of cigarettes and late nights. From the depths below, a voice responded, weak and trembling. "Please help me. I'm alive. I've been buried by mistake." Harold's heart skipped a beat. He cleared his throat, trying to stay calm. "You Sarah O'Bannon?" "Yes," the voice assured eagerly. "Yes, that's me." He glanced at the gravestone. "You were born on September 17th, 1827. "Yes," came the urgent reply. "Yes, that's right." Harold squinted at the next line. "And it says here you died on February 19? "No!" the voice cried. "No, I'm alive. It was a mistake. Dig me up, set me free." Harold stood up slowly, dusting off his knees. He looked around the quiet graveyard, then back at the gravestone. "Sorry about this, ma'am," he said, a sad resignation in his voice. He stepped on the bell to silence it and began plugging up the copper tube with dirt. "No, wait," the voice begged. "Please, I'm alive, I swear it." Harold shook his head, a somber look on his face. "But this is August. Whatever you is down there, you ain't alive no more, and you ain't coming up." With that, Harold finished burying the tube and walked away, the echo of the silenced bell lingering in the night air. The graveyard returned to its usual stillness, with only the whisper of the wind through the trees and the distant hoot of an owl to break the silence.